from the Air Canada Centre. A little over 2 weeks ago, the Hawks were 13 points out of the... Into the corner, Holland. Looks for Joffrey Lupul, who could not pick it up. Desjardins did, and Hawks will get out. Roosevelt weaving into the zone. Will ring it around. Connick's on the other side. And was checked right away, so the Leafs come back. Holland tries a long one. It just floated outside the net. Then they work along the boards. Boys dug it out. Roosevelt got it out. Here's Garbutt. And Ryan Garbutt, what a productive 10 minutes he had last night in the game in Montreal. Scored a goal and had 5 hits in just 10 minutes of ice time. And not just scored a goal, it was a GWG for 28. Now Garbutt threw it to Taves, and a save by Reimer. Good play by James Ryder to start out of his net, challenge the bid from the Hawks captain.
Well, Ryan Garbutt must have heard your partner, because the puck found him in the offensive zone. It took a bad bounce over the stick of Morgan Riley, and Garbutt gets it to Taves, and an opportunity there. And here's that play for Brent Seabrook. I would consider that traveling. I know this is the home of the Raptors here. And, yeah, he did the right thing. He felt it, and it was a good play there from Brent Seabrook. Smart play, again, recognizing where you are on the ice and keeping that puck out of the blue paint.
Grabner tipping it out, and Shaw sends them right back into their own end. Gardner with it. Fires it around. Komarov kicked it loose, and Kadri was checked nicely by Hjalmarsson. Carried on Komarov. His pass tipped. Kadri pressured by Hossa, who stripped him. Now Hossa giving some problems to Gardner, who's able to clear it up the boards. Leo Komarov mounts it as far as center. Picked up now by Duncan Keith, who will wait for a change to happen. Leafs are peeling off also. Morgan Riley bounced it ahead. Bozak chipped it loose. They got a 3-on-1. Bozak put it in the middle. Here's Matthias trying to go to his backhand and never did take a shot. Back come the Hawks. Panarin looks to Seabrook, who spins and put it back into the corner. Artemi Panarin was checked, taken away. Parenteau able to get it out.
That all started in the middle of the ice, where Trevor Van Riemsdyk went forward instead of retreating.
Kane cuts in, dropped it in front. Deneau, a blast. He missed the net. Good chance for Philip Deneau, but he put it outside the post. And now Panarin hacked it loose. Olak around to Riley. Morgan Riley has time to work back to center with a dump in. And Darling, with Lupul in the neighborhood, will take a whistle. 11 minutes gone by in a scoreless first here in Toronto.
Well, here's that play in the middle of the ice. There's Trevor Van Riemsdyk. He goes for the puck. Now it's a 3-on-1. Matthias gets it, goes forehand, backhand, but the big paddle of Scott Darling denies. I thought maybe Matthias was going to pass the puck back to Bozak there, Pat, off that weak side, the back door on Scott Darling, but he bailed out his teammate there. Trevor Van Riemsdyk making the wrong decision in the middle of the ice, and a good quality save for the Lamont native,
who plays against the Maple Leafs for the first time ever in his still very young NHL career. Scuderi going up the boards with it, and Desjardins is checked. Oh, Morris open there. Now Deneau goes up the middle, and Teravainen able to clear. And that's going to be an offside call.
Right in your wheelhouse here, partner. Wednesday, the Bulls are back at the UC. Watch as they celebrate 80s night. They're going to take on the reigning MVP, Steph Curry. And the Warriors, Bulls-Warriors, join the celebration Wednesday at 6:30. Right here. Comcast Sportsnet.
I'm going to bring my Beirut jacket.
Or just turn the one inside out you got on right now. I might go jealous maybe on 80s night.
There's a redirect off the leg of Garbutt, it seemed, and Reimer in the right spot. Well, the Maple Leafs Mike Babcock in his first year behind the Toronto bench. Of course, you mentioned the Hall of Fame general manager Lou Lamoriello in his first year here, so it's a rebuild. They've been very happy with the effort they've got, but how about this, Eddie? I mean, if you look at the top 4 teams in the Western Conference, the other 3 teams beside the Hawks, these guys have been great against them. They've beaten Dallas twice. They've beaten St. Louis twice. And they split the 2 games with the LA Kings. So if you don't pay attention and handle your business, Toronto can give you some problems. So that's 5 wins against the top 3 other teams in the Western Conference. They've only got 16 wins altogether. Shaw with a shot, rebound, he scored! Andrew Shaw picked up his own rebound off the body of Reimer, and the hot streak for Shaw continues to put the Hawks in front.
Well, this looked like it was going to be a 2-on-1, but it became 2 1-on-1s. Shaw took the shot. Jay Gardner's backing in, and then Shaw follows up, and that's so important. After you shoot the puck, follow through up to the rebound, and that's what gives Shaw the opportunity to go top shelf on James Reimer. But a lot of room there that Gardner gave Shaw. And once Gardner recognizes that, I think the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking to see if this play was offside. Marian Hossa was up on those left wing boards, and from the vantage point that I had, it did not look like it was offside. But to me, if you're Gardner, you got to be much tighter once you know if enough is covering on Marian Hossa.
You can see, now he did signal for the timeout. It looked to me, I thought Mike Babcock went T behind the bench, so yes, he is going to challenge it. Their video coach has informed the bench he thought it was an offside play, so I'm sure we'll be able to take a look ourselves as you see there's linesman Steve Miller is going to be involved in this process. Well, they are challenging whether the Hawks entered the zone offside.
So what they're looking at is, there's the puck. Marian Hossa, the determination is Marian Hossa's skate off the ice?
Okay, your skate must be on the ice to be considered onside. There's no rule of verticality here. So,
I mean, the linesman was right. I mean, he was right there, and he waved off right away. I mean, that's a lot closer than I thought on the initial replay that we saw. But again, that puck's got to enter the zone before really both the Marian Hossa skates are onside. And that was really, really close.
This is a very extensive or extended review, and it's actually both linesmen that are involved in this call, so the referees are not even participating in this discussion, but it's Scott Cherry and Steve Miller trying to figure out. And here's one thing, and we've talked a little bit about this, Eddie. Look at the monitor they've got. It looks like about a 4-inch monitor now. You know, that's awfully difficult, I would think, for them to be sure about whether it was on or offside. There is a supervisor of officials here. The great Billy McCreary, the Hall of Fame referee, is on hand, and I would assume he's participating in this conversation as the linesmen are
you could
trying to figure it out.
I mean, you could see where the puck is, but not knowing, is Marian Hossa's toe, the right toe of his skate, off the ice before that puck enters the zone? I mean, that is the question. I mean, this is where you need, this is where you might need the pylon cam, from the National Football League, right? Or from the, from the Bowl Championship Series.
Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm trying to remember a previous conversation we had on this topic. Would you be in favor of allowing the rule of verticality or not? Would you like to still have it be the skate must be on the ice?
That's very fair, Pat. Here we go. We got an answer, but I would say I'd like it the way it is.
Okay.
After review of the play, it was determined the play was offside. We have no goal.
So it's no goal indeed.
Toronto retains its timeout.
So not only the Maple Leafs video crew, but also a new reaction from Andrew Shaw. I mean, Matty Meacham, the terrific video coach for the Blackhawks, and in conversation with Joel Quenneville and Kevin Dineen and Mike Kitchen on the Blackhawk bench, they're seeing a lot of the same looks we are. But again, the determination is that the right skate of Marian Hossa's was off the ice before that puck completely got in to the offensive zone.
So it remains a scoreless game. And the Hawks will send it in. Hunwick helped by Riley. Now here they come. Parento into the zone for Bozak. His quick shot right on, soaked up by Darling with no rebound. Scott Darling has appeared in 10 games so far this year, and in half of them he's held the opponent to 2 goals or less. And of late his play seemingly has been quite a bit more consistent than it was in the earlier part of the year. But again, he's never really had a role like this on a team for a full year, being the backup, and he's only been able to play 2 games in the last month. Both of those were Chicago victories. As Keith will take a look. Sends it into Toronto ice. Teravainen. Threw it into the corner. Desjardins there. And now the puck squirts loose to Marincin, who almost had a problem, but now he does turn it over. Teravainen, and unfortunately Desjardins lost the stick. That should have been 2-on-1 Chicago, but Desjardins' stick is laying in behind the Leaf net. Well, a centering attempt to flex to Garber. Quick shot and a save. Reimer rebound. Came back to him, and he's able to cover it up.
A good opportunity there for Ryan Garber. Now it is finding Ryan Garber. Remember the chance for Taves early in this period where the puck bounced over the stick of Morgan Riley, and who was there but Ryan Garber. So the fourth line getting some looks, and Joel Quenneville playing that line late in the period yesterday in period 1. So I think that you can always know how a coach feels about a certain player or a certain line, is if they're getting looks late in the period. He likes what he's seen so far.
All right, now Seabrook getting back. Able to clear it to center. Shaw battles it loose there. Penalty coming up against the Leafs. They get the puck, the whistle goes. So good determination again from Andrew Shaw. And that element of his game much more in evidence here the last couple of weeks. And it's been reflected in some outstanding play of late.
Yeah, board work here. Jake Gardner Here's a quick little tug of Andrew Shaw, not allowing him get in. So the Minnesota native is in the box, and the Hawks will get an opportunity with their first power play.
Which has only scored once in the last 7 games, but just 14 chances in those 7.
You were talking about how well the Leafs have played against certain teams out in the Western Conference. And the big key is you let them hang around, right? And you let them get the first goal, and then they gain some traction and some confidence. And so, I mean, the big key is to get that first one, obviously, and get up a couple.
Kane trying to make that happen. Wood was checked as he was ready to trigger a backhand. Puck squirts loose. Panarin to Keith. And Artemi Panarin. With Anisimov to the front of the net. Panarin walks in there. Spins it back to Seabrook. He'll come this way to Kane, who's got some room to walk in. Drop it to Seabrook, a one-timer. Tip, and it deflected out of play. Well, the Maple Leafs on the PK have been pretty good of late. They only allowed 1 out of the last 10 to be converted. The Hawks' second group on the power play comes out. Taves, Hossa, Shaw in front of Van Riemsdyk and Teravainen.
Pretty good second unit, huh?
Yeah. There's TVR dropping it to Hossa. Oh, a mishandle. Bozak floats it ahead, chased down by Komarov with a back.